CDRS has also been actively working on projects related to women empowerment, and I really want you to tell us more about it, because since the past few years there's been a change. Women are now coming out of their houses, they're completing their education, they're working, they're competing in all fields. So what projects have you guys been involved in regards to this?
Well, I think it's a great thing that even in remote areas, when it comes to women's empowerment, I'm glad that the nation is, even in conservative areas and remote areas, are waking up to the fact that without giving half the population, the women,
economic opportunity,
economic opportunities for their families, that it's just going to really harm the nation more and more as we go into the future. So I'm glad that that's happened.
Definitely.
And so what CDRS tries to do in women's empowerment is we have some programs, like for instance, in Multan, there is a group of differently abled ladies. They're in wheelchairs.
Okay.
And we are teaching them. We have a 3-month course for beautician, then a 3-month course for computer, a 3-month course for stitching, and different things that, even though they're in a wheelchair, things that they can do from home to earn an income.
That's amazing.
So we have that training program. We're also working with Nisma on a new program to help ladies become either beauticians that work in one of her salons or any salon, or start their own home salon.
Okay.
We also have built several sewing centers and giving sewing machines. The widows have learned to bake, and they're making cookies and cakes, and we've started House of Blessings Kitchen Baking Company.
Great.
And so hopefully someday we'll compete with Super Biscuits. We also have several women executives here at House of Blessings, our animal welfare project.
Okay.
We have veterinarians who are female, who are the boss.
Okay.
And House of Blessings, the boss. We have Katrina Hussain, a journalist for many years, who's now heading our work in Karachi.
Okay, so when we talk about CDRS, what does the future hold? What projects are in pipeline? And generally, what vision do you hold for its future?
So the future of CDRS is going to be tied to a couple things. We're always going to have our disaster relief capability and all that experience in case something happens. Whatever happens, we can respond to that. But water is a huge project for us, and we have support for that. So into the years to come, we're going to be doing whatever we can to deal with making sure people have clean drinking water for themselves and their livestock. So that's crucial. The other thing is to expand our House of Blessings for widows and orphans, because we see so many widows and orphans, and also street children and differently abled children, and we want to envelop them with love and support so that they can be everything that they have the potential to be, and that they don't fail just because they didn't get
the opportunity
an opportunity.
Support.
So we want to expand that, because so much need is there.
Well, I think great things are in pipeline, and I hope
Inshallah.
that all of those come through as you vision them to be. Now, when we look at your journey, Todd, it's a very impressive, a very wholesome and inspiring journey that you've had, from where you started as a musician and now what you're doing for the greater good of people. Who has been your inspiration or role model?
So many. I mean, so many people. Edie. Dr. Muhammad Amjad Saqib, both became friends, and these are two just amazing people. But at the same time, I meet people in a village
and
who
nobody
ever heard of them, but they're doing tremendous work in their village or in their area. So literally there's not just one or two, but there's thousands of people in Pakistan and outside of Pakistan that have been very inspiring.
And I think as you keep on meeting people, people keep on inspiring you on different levels and aspects. Tell me, what is your idea of happiness? What is happiness to you?
Having a lot of people who you love and who love you.
Okay.
Family. My 31-year-old son and my 1-year-old son. My amazing wife, and my wonderful staff and donors and supporters. So loving and being loved by a lot of people, and having a purpose where you get up in the morning and you know that you are living your purpose, that you are made to live. Then that is happiness for me.
And what is your first instinct, for example, when things get stressful and you're under some sort of stress, which is very natural? There are times when a person feels stressed. What is your first instinct that, okay, I'm gonna go do this and relieve my stress? It can be anything.
Go play with the baby, Mohammed Sultan, and seeing his smile erases
you're an
everything.
obsessed dad, by the way.
Or I can get the guitar out and play the guitar, or I'll get on the internet and read Wikipedia things or learn about something that I need to know more about. So there are little escapes here and there. I work 16 to 18 hours a day, and when I sleep at night, I'm dreaming about the work I have to do.
Wow.
So being a father and a husband gets in between all the work, I find time, just enough time to do that as well. But I'm always working, always on the phone, always talking to my staff.
And given that you just said that you would pick up your guitar and play something, and you've been a musician yourself, who has been your favorite musician of all times, let's say? Who used to inspire?
Pink Floyd and Alice in Chains. And then in Pakistan, Sana Marvi, Kartalain Baloch.
She has a nice voice.
Just amazing, one of a kind.
And what about one favorite international destination?
In America, there's so many beautiful places. So there is the Pacific Northwest, Mount Rainier in Seattle area. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place that if I wasn't living in Pakistan, perhaps I would live there.
Great, great. Now towards summing up our conversation, I would want to know that you've had a very different journey, and a journey where you think about people, you're working for the people. What has this journey taught you so far?
No good deed goes unpunished. But it's also taught you that if you follow your heart with intention and you never give up, no matter how difficult it is, just keep on plowing through it, trying to find solutions, trying to stay positive, fighting through it in whatever way you can. So this is how I've done things.
And on an ending note, I would want, because a lot of our audience is youth as well, definitely. So I would want you to give a message out to our young individuals, entrepreneurs, people who are looking into starting their careers, their lives. What message would you give them?
Well, I would say that have great tenacity, to never give up, no matter what it is. Every door that closes, 10 more open.
Definitely.
Instead of looking at it sad like a door is closed, look at it that all the opportunities now you can pursue. That door is closed, go to another door. And it will be hard, and Allah tests us all, but you'll find your way. So my other advice is to take advice and the example of everyone, but then take that and use what you can and throw away what you don't need or what isn't going to work for you.
Very correct.
And then follow your own path and your own heart.
Definitely.
That will take you where you want to go.
I think that's the perfect practical and the perfect ending note that we must follow.